One diesel engine failure, one owner, $13,000 in repairs, at 47,000 miles, on a truck he bought brand new. In 2026, 3 diesel engines are still being sold to buyers who have no idea what is waiting for them under the hood. Let's get into it. Avoid. Number 1. Ford 6.0-liter Power Stroke, 2003 to 2007. Ford replaced the legendary 7.3-liter Power Stroke with this engine in 2003. It became one of the most expensive mistakes in diesel truck history. The 6.0-liter Power Stroke has a fatal design flaw that Ford knew about and never properly recalled. The EGR cooler, the component that recirculates exhaust gases back into the intake, develops internal cracks that leak coolant into the intake system. You will not see it on the ground. You will just notice your coolant level dropping every few weeks. By the time you figure out where it is going, you have been running low on coolant for months. The head gaskets warp, the engine overheats, and the repair bill arrives. EGR cooler replacement alone runs $1,500 to $3,000. But here is the problem. The EGR cooler failure triggers a chain reaction. Coolant contaminates the oil. The oil cooler clogs. The oil cooler failure causes the EGR cooler to fail again. Owners who fixed the EGR cooler without addressing the oil cooler were back in the shop within months. Full bulletproofing. Replacing the EGR cooler, oil cooler, head studs, water pump, and FICM runs $7,000 to $10,000 at a shop. On a truck, you might have paid $15,000 for on the used market. One owner documented spending $23,000 in repairs over 3 years on a 6.0-liter Super Duty. More than the truck was worth, more than he paid for it. And he is not alone. Mechanics nicknamed it the 6.0 No. Ford faced class action lawsuits. Emergency vehicle fleets, police departments, fire departments reported failures in the field. Ford abandoned the engine entirely in 2007. If you see a used Ford Super Duty from 2003 to 2007 at a price that looks too good to be true, now you know why. Warning: if you are shopping for a used 6.0-liter Super Duty, pull the full service history and look specifically for EGR cooler and oil cooler replacements. If that work has not been done, budget $5,000 minimum before you drive it home. And even then, you are buying someone else's problem. Avoid. Number 2. Ford 6.4-liter Power Stroke, 2008 to 2010. Ford replaced the 6.0-liter with the 6.4-liter and called it Progress. Owners called it something else entirely. The 6.4-liter Power Stroke arrived in 2008 with twin turbos, more power, and a promise that Ford had learned from the 6.0-liter disaster. They had not. The 6.4-liter has 3 catastrophic failure points that make it one of the most expensive diesel engines ever fitted to a production truck. First, fuel dilution. The diesel particulate filter regeneration process injects raw fuel into the exhaust to burn off soot. On the 6.4-liter, that fuel washes past the piston rings and into the oil. Owners who followed the manufacturer's service schedule were unknowingly running their engines on diluted oil. Bearings failed. Engines seized. Second, cracked pistons. The 6.4-liter runs extremely high cylinder pressures. The pistons crack under the stress, particularly on trucks that tow regularly. By the time you hear the knock, the damage is catastrophic. Third, the DPF system. The diesel particulate filter clogs constantly on trucks used for short trips or light loads. When it clogs, the regeneration cycle runs longer, injects more fuel, dilutes the oil further, and accelerates every other failure on this list. Full engine replacement on a 6.4-liter runs $10,000 to $18,000. Ford discontinued it after just 3 model years. 3 years. That is how quickly the market rejected it. The 6.4-liter is fun to drive and catastrophically expensive to own. That combination is the definition of a trap. Warning: avoid any 6.4-liter Super Duty, regardless of price, condition, or service history. The failure modes are baked into the design. There is no version of this engine that does not eventually present you with a bill that exceeds the truck's value. Avoid. Number 3. Ford 6.7-liter Power Stroke, 2011 to 2014, early models. Ford finally built a diesel engine in-house, and the early production models had a problem that mechanics call the most expensive single failure in diesel truck history. The 6.7-liter Power Stroke launched in 2011 as Ford's first proprietary diesel engine. The potential was enormous. The early execution had one catastrophic weakness: the CP4 high-pressure fuel pump. The CP4 pump uses internal components that require diesel fuel for lubrication. But modern ultra-low-sulfur diesel does not lubricate well enough. The pump starts to wear. Eventually, the internal components seize, shatter, and send metal debris downstream at 29,000 pounds per square inch. That metal contaminates your injectors, your fuel rails, your lines, everything. The repair bill, $8,000 to $15,000. And it is not covered under warranty because Ford classifies it as fuel contamination, not a manufacturing defect. One owner brought in a 2019 F250 with 47,000 miles. The truck was immaculate. Every service done on time. Did not matter. The CP4 pump failed. $12,400 repair bill, not covered. Ford has known about this since 2011. The upgraded CP3 pump that solves the problem costs $240. The CP4 costs $180. They chose the cheaper pump, and owners have been paying the difference ever since. The 2015 and newer 6.7-liter addressed many of the early issues and is a significantly more reliable engine. But the 2011 to 2014 models and any truck with the CP4 pump carry this risk every single mile. Ford saved $60 per truck on the pump. Owners paid $12,000 for that decision. Warning: before buying any 6.7-liter Power Stroke from 2011 to 2019, verify whether the CP4 pump has been replaced with a CP3 upgrade. If it has not, budget for the upgrade immediately. It is the single most important modification you can make to protect this engine. Avoid. Number 4. GM Duramax LB7, 2001 to 2004. Injector problem. The engine that started the Duramax legend, and the one that has a known weakness that every buyer needs to understand before signing anything. The LB7 Duramax is a genuinely strong engine. The block is solid. The bottom end is proven. Fleet operators ran these trucks hard and reported excellent longevity. But the LB7 has one documented weakness that makes it uniquely expensive to address: the fuel injectors. On the LB7, the injectors are located inside the valve covers, which means when they fail, and they fail regularly between 100,000 and 150,000 miles, accessing them requires removing the valve covers, the rocker arms, and significant disassembly of the top end of the engine. A full injector replacement on an LB7 runs $3,000 to $4,500 at an independent shop. At a dealer, closer to $6,000. And because the injectors are so difficult to access, many shops charge for the labor even if only 1 or 2 injectors have failed, because the cost of getting back in there a second time is not worth it. GM extended the injector warranty to 200,000 miles or 7 years on the LB7 because the failure rate was so well documented. That warranty has long since expired on every LB7 on the road today. If you find an LB7 with injectors that have already been replaced and the rest of the truck checks out, it is a genuinely solid buy. If the injectors are original at 150,000 miles, budget for the replacement before you need it. The LB7 is not a bad engine. It is an engine with one expensive known issue that every buyer needs to price into the purchase: Warning: ask specifically about injector history on any LB7. If they have been replaced and the truck has been maintained, buy it with confidence. If they are original, past 130,000 miles, negotiate the replacement cost into the purchase price before you sign anything. We have covered 4 engines to avoid, and the next section is where it gets good. One diesel engine avoids every single failure point we just covered. Mechanics buy it for themselves. Fleet operators request it by name. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video like this, and stay with me. The diesel engine that is actually worth buying in 2026, a Ram 6.7-liter Cummins 2019 to 2023 with Aisin transmission. Here is why this specific combination is the only diesel worth buying in 2026. The engine. The Cummins 6.7-liter has been in production since 2007. Ram has built over 3 million of these engines. The thrust-bearing design was proven in the ISB industrial engine platform, which has been running in commercial applications since the 1990s. There is no widespread catastrophic failure pattern, none. The Cummins uses a Bosch CP3 high-pressure fuel pump, not the CP4 that is destroying Ford engines. The CP3 is a completely different design, larger internal components, better lubrication tolerance, a 15-year track record of reliability. Owners report CP3 pumps running 300,000 miles without failure, and if it ever does fail, the repair is isolated. It does not contaminate the entire fuel system like the CP4. The failure rate on internal engine components is under 2% over the life of the engine. That number is not marketing. That is documented fleet data. Yes, the EGR cooler can fail. But here is the key difference from Ford. Cummins uses a modular design. The EGR cooler is a standalone component. When it fails, you replace the cooler. You do not tear down the engine. You do not replace the head. It is a $1,200 part and about 4 hours of labor. Compare that to the Ford 6.0-liter, where an EGR cooler failure triggers a chain reaction that costs $10,000, or the GM, where the EGR system is buried under the intake and requires 12 hours of labor just to access. The transmission. This is critical. If you are buying a Ram with the 6.7-liter Cummins, you need the Aisin AS69RC transmission, not the 6.8RFE, the Aisin. The Aisin is a Japanese-built 6-speed automatic designed for commercial and industrial use. It is overbuilt, it is simple, and it is bulletproof. Fleet operators who tow 15,000 pounds for 200,000 miles report the Aisin transmission going the distance without a rebuild. The 68RFE, which Ram used in earlier models, has a documented history of torque converter failures, valve body issues, and overheating under heavy loads. The Aisin does not. How to verify? Open the driver's door and look at the sticker on the door jamb. It will list the transmission code. You are looking for AS69RC or AS6-speed. If it says 68RFE, walk away. The proof. Consumer Reports ranks the 2019 to 2023 Ram 2,500 and 3,500 with the 6.7-liter Cummins and Aisin transmission as above average for reliability. That is rare for a heavy-duty diesel. TÜV, the German Automotive Authority, analyzed failure rates across diesel trucks sold in Europe and North America. The Cummins 6.7-liter had the lowest rate of catastrophic failure in its class. Fleet operators do not choose engines based on marketing. They choose based on cost per mile, downtime, and rebuild intervals. And fleet operators specifically request the Cummins 6.7-liter because it outlasts every alternative. The buying checklist. Do these 5 things before you buy any used Ram 2,500 or 3,500 with the 6.7-liter Cummins. 1. Verify the Aisin transmission on the door jamb sticker, AS69RC or AS6 speed. If it says 68RFE, walk away. 2. Go to nhtsa.gov and run the VIN. Look for Recall Campaign 67A. If the truck has not had the recall completed, take it to the dealer, get the updated EGR cooler installed for free, and the emissions warranty extends to 10 years or 120,000 miles from the date of the update. 3. Check the DEF tank filler neck. If you see white crystalline buildup around the cap, the system has been leaking or the previous owner used contaminated DEF. Walk away. 4. Take the truck to an independent diesel shop that specializes in Cummins engines. Ask them to check boost pressure, should be 30 to 35 pounds per square inch at full throttle. Check for excessive blowby. Check coolant condition, should be red or pink, not brown or oily. Check transmission fluid, should be red, not burnt. 5. Verify the maintenance history. Oil changes every 10,000 miles or less. Fuel filter changes every 15,000 miles. Transmission service at 60,000 miles even though RAM says lifetime fluid. If the seller cannot provide records, offer less or walk away. Maintenance history is everything on a diesel. A good pre-purchase inspection costs $150 to $250. It is the best money you will spend. One more thing. Some owners remove the EGR, DPF, and DEF systems to improve fuel economy and reduce maintenance. This is illegal under federal law. If you buy a truck with deleted emissions, you are liable. You cannot register it in most states, and the EPA can fine you up to $4,500 per day per violation. More importantly, deleted trucks often have tuning that increases boost and fueling beyond factory specs. That accelerates wear on the turbo, the pistons, and the head gasket. You are buying someone else's problem. If a used Ram diesel is priced significantly below market, ask why. The answer is usually either deleted emissions or a maintenance history that does not exist. 4 engines to avoid. 1 combination that mechanics buy for themselves. And a 5-step checklist that will protect you from every bad deal on the lot. Drop your engine, your mileage, and your story in the comments. Let's build the most useful diesel buying guide in the comments section. Smash that like, subscribe to stay ahead of every bad deal on the lot, and I'll see you in the next one.